Hi, I'm Todd with Arizona Hard Water, and I'm going to throw a little twist into the water test scheme. Now, if you're looking around online, I'm guessing you probably already know you have a problem. So you might be seeing evidence of hard water in your shower. It just might not taste great coming out of the tap, whatever it might be. You're looking around online to solve that problem, and you'll also see free water test. A lot of companies, including ourselves, we offer a free water test. And of course, let's get real, that's an opportunity for us to get into your home and to show you what our equipment will do, how it'll solve your problem. Nothing wrong with that, but that's really the reason that we're there, and we hope that you show interest in solving that problem. But instead of going through and just kind of showing you robotically how the water test is done, I thought I would do a little comparison test. That intrigued me. I wonder how this compares to that. So I thought maybe you might get a kick out of it. So what I did is I grabbed 3 different samples. The first sample is Canal water. I thought that would be a great example of the worst case scenario. This stuff never really gets treated. It's just kind of just travels above ground in canals and ends up here. I live on acreage, so I have irrigation. So I grabbed some the last time we did irrigation. Of course, tap water. Now here at my home, which is, again, I'm inviting you into my home. I have every spigot, including the outside spigots, on soft water. It's a complete, true, whole home system. So I had to track down a neighbor who didn't have a softener system. And by the way, he's scheduled to have one put in. Steal his water, kind of a before thing. And then, of course, right smack out of the Mac Daddy Watermax plus RO, which is what I have in my kitchen. So the test is pretty similar. Some of us use a powder like I do here. Some other testers, they might have like another little dauber thing that they'll add this chemical to the water. And what this does is it kind of gives you a base. So let me go ahead and this is really scientific, by the way. You just fill up this little scoopy thing to the top and dump it into the test tube. Boy, need a degree to do this. And then you just dump that in there. And then, of course, the Watermax soft water system. Okay, so I'll get this out of the way so it doesn't spill. Now, I'll give these guys a little shake here just to make sure all the powder out to the bottom. This color right here, there's a little powder right there. Make sure I get that in play. This purple is telling you immediately that your water is hard. And that's usually what I'll see. But this again is the Watermax in my home, and it's blue. So our goal here is to get those to look like this. Now, in order for this to turn blue, it has to be less than 1 grain hard. Now, I'm going to address this real quick because I get it a lot. A lot of clients are like, oh, I hear it's slimy. The water feels slippery or slimy. Well, that's because we're so used to all that calcium, all those little boulders, the magnesium in the water, that we're kind of conditioned, kind of in a screwed up way, that if the water, if the water, need some water, if the water is not rough to the feel, that there might be something wrong with it. When it's the other way around, it should be, I call it smooth. So this is really what we're shooting for here, and you can tell the Watermax is doing awesome in my home. So how do we get the reaction? Well, we add this little dauber, this little chemical here, and each time I drop one into the vial, that equals 1 grain. And I know, based on experience, that there's nothing in the East Valley less than 10 grains, so let's start there. Go ahead and count along with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 drops. And where are we at? As you can see, there is a reaction, but it's definitely not under 1 grain yet. So let's do it in just 2s. And I haven't, by the way, done this before. So it's new to me as well. So let's take a look here. 2 more, 1, 2. See where we're at. And again, we're shooting for this color here. So let's give it another swirl here. Well, that's pretty dang close. That's pretty close. So Canal water, 12 grains hard. Now let's do the tap water. common sense, I mean, we're kind of thinking, hey, it's going to be less than 12 grains because, I mean, couldn't be any worse than Canal water. Well, let's take a look. Again, based on experience, I kind of know how this is going to turn out. So count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there we are. We're at 10 again. And, well, and you can see that it definitely has a little bit more of a reaction, but it's still more of a purple. Still more of a purple. It's definitely not under 1 grain. So let's try one more. So let's try 11 here. 1. Well, you know what? I think that's pretty much blue. All right, so there is a slight difference. Canal water, 10 grains hard. Tap water out of my neighbor's house, 11 grains hard. And then, of course, right out of the tap, below 1 grain. Soft water with the Watermax and RO system. So there you go. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Now, if you have any other questions at all about any of this, if you would like me to come out and check your water, just kind of see where you fall in this parameter, then I would be happy to do that. Invite me out. Usually you see, it's kind of a little chemistry experiment. And it honestly doesn't take very long. And again, you'll kind of know you have a problem. It's just kind of where do you fall on a scale. And that's always kind of fun to find out. And I'm always curious too, because I go into new neighborhoods, and because of the age of the piping and everything, this can change a grain or more up and down. It just kind of depends. So anyway, give me a call. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this was somewhat educational, somewhat fun. And until we talk in person, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.